Hey guys, so I just thought I'd do this quick video. I'm currently in Belgium. As you can probably see, there is a Belgian flag up there behind me. And I'm at this beautiful venue right here behind me. This is the Chateau de la Roque, which is not too far from Brussels. It's like almost like a castle really. And I'm about to take a long exposure. We were here for a wedding yesterday. I'm just going to turn the camera around actually so you can see my camera. Here we go. So this is the venue that I'm about to shoot. Lovely like chateau castle thing really, moat and everything, and I'm about to set up to take a long exposure. Now what I want to do is to take a long exposure. Just realised that there's someone flying a drone up there. So I'm just about to take a long exposure. I'm set up just here, and what I thought I would do is show you about how I'm going to do a long exposure in the middle of the daylight, because of course what happens as soon as you do a long exposure in this kind of light, it's just going to come blown out. And in fact, look, I'm on like live view on the back. This is how my image currently looks, and the reason being is because we currently have this set up to an 8-second exposure time. If we were to reduce that right down quicker, and you see on the live view on the back, you see the image comes back into normal exposure. That's because we're down to a 60th of a second. But I want a long exposure to get a bit of movement in the water and a bit of movement in the sky. So what we're going to use is some ND filters, and in fact I'm going to double stack 2 ND filters. This is actually a technique which I suppose is fairly obvious, but I actually learnt this from a video that Scott Kelby did once. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to double stack 2 ND filters on the front. I'm currently using my EFS 10 to 22mm, if that drops in focus, there it is. And we're going to use that to shoot this photo. So I've got those right here. Okay guys, so you can see here, I've already put 1 ND filter on the front who drops in focus. This is my ND16. What I also have here is my ND, if we get this back into focus again, here we go, is my ND8. Now I'm going to put this on the front too. So we've got 2 double stacked filters. I might just need 2 hands while I quickly screw this on, so bear with me 2 seconds guys. It's okay, here we go, we're getting them on now. So get them both to go on. Okay guys, and the last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a few different frames at different exposure lengths. So I'm going to do right up to a 30-second exposure time. Now that's actually going to really overexpose the image on the back, as you can see. But the idea being is that that will give us time and a few different images that I can load if I need to.
Gutted. The camera cut off there. The battery died on my camera. I was on like a family holiday, so I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. I just thought I'd film that for a bit of fun. The battery died on the camera. I didn't realise. I carried on like filming a few bits, not realising the camera cut out. And then there was a bit of time that was short and we had to leave. So I wasn't able to film the rest of that video. To be honest, there wasn't much more to it though. What I was explaining was that by using the double stacked filters, I had made the image obviously really, really dark, which meant that in bulb mode, and I did it in bulb mode with the remote trigger, just a cable trigger, just so I didn't jog the camera or cause any kind of vibrations through the camera when I was taking the picture. And I recorded a 2-minute exposure, so really long exposure of that scene, the castle chateau there, to get some real nice movement in the water and in the sky. And I then took a few quicker images as well, so with no ND filters at all, just kind of, 60th, 80th of a second kind of shots, to get a slightly almost overexposed image. And what I've tried to do is I've taken those 2 images and layered them in Lightroom. You can do that, those of you guys who aren't familiar, in Lightroom you do it, it's kind of in the menu at the top, you get a photo, you can merge them by the HDR sort of process, or you can also merge like panoramic shots too, but it's quite a cool feature. Play with it guys if you use Lightroom. And that's what I tried to do. I'm fairly pleased with how the images worked out. There's a couple of bits I would have done better had I had more time, and I probably would have tried a few other things there if I had more time as well. I've tried some real cool stuff coming up in my next video, so stay tuned for that real soon. I guess the only other thing to say, guys, look, thanks again for following along. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. It really means a lot to me, and it makes more difference to my channel than you probably even realise. If you're new, hit that subscribe button down the bottom. Really appreciate it. Please comment, guys. Let me know what's going on. If you're already subscribing, hit that little notification bell. That will let you guys know every time I upload some new videos, which I'm going to be doing a lot more regularly coming up. So next thing coming up is the photo that I took, guys. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.